LinkedIn is a social network platform, right? It is literally designed to network with other people. And yet, about half the users on LinkedIn set up a profile and just let it lie and never do anything with it. But if you want to get a job, you need to network on LinkedIn. And if you want to build your business, you need to network on LinkedIn. The other thing is people will go on LinkedIn and they will network, but they'll do it all wrong. You cannot go on the platform and cold email a bunch of people and ask them if they want your product. There is a right way to network with others on the platform, and today we'll talk all about it. So first, let's talk about the number one question about networking when looking for a job. Should you reach out to recruiters? The answer is heck yes. Do you think I was going to say something else? No. Heck yes, you have to reach out to recruiters. So it's all in how you reach out. Like, please don't reach out and go, hey, this is my major. I'm looking for work. Do you have anything? Or even, I saw this position is open. I think I'd be great for it. Let me know what you think. Like, look at my profile. No. And I know some of you are probably like, nobody does that. Oh yes, they do. There's a right way to reach out to them. Let's talk about it. So my thing with recruiters is you never put the work on them. You want to make their lives as easy as possible and let them know exactly why they should be looking at your profile or connecting with you for the future. So let's say there is a job that you are perfect for. It's a graphic designer position and you must know Adobe Photoshop and Lightroom and have 2 years past experience doing graphic design. Okay. You need to give your 30-second elevator pitch in your connect request. So let's call our recruiter Sarah. You're gonna send Sarah a connect request with a note and it's gonna say, hi Sarah, saw you're hiring a graphic designer. You're not gonna say I have a certificate in Adobe Lightroom and Adobe Photoshop. I've spent the last 2 years doing all the graphic design marketing materials for our associated students here on campus, and I would be very interested in that position. And then you can just say, I'd love to connect. Like, you've told her exactly why you're a good fit. She's probably gonna go look at your profile and connect. It's great. Now, let's say there isn't a perfect job available right at that moment, but that's the company you would love to work at. Just write and say, hi, saw you recruit for blah, blah, blah company. I'm in this field, right? Like, oh, I'm in marketing and the dream is to always one day work for your company. I would love to connect in case anything becomes available. That's it. We let it lie. So that's how you connect with them. So once you connect with them, that means your content will be part of their feed. So they're gonna keep seeing you pop up as long as you're creating content regularly, right? But this also means that their content will pop up on your feed. So you need to be on there checking all the time so that you can like, share, and comment back on their posts. And then you guys will start building a relationship. Also, other ways to now network down the line. Let's say they had a graphic designer position open, but you didn't think your Illustrator skills were up to par yet. Down the road, you get a certificate or you take a couple more classes, you can send them a note and say, hey, I wanted to let you know I just got my certificate in Adobe Illustrator, would love to be thought of any future projects. It's just a helpful way to kind of keep them in the loop of what you've been up to. So tip 2, I already mentioned on the recruiter piece, but you need to be doing it with everybody. Just be going through your feed every day and like, share, comment. It seems so simple, but I think we've all gotten so used to social media that we all just scroll all the platforms, right? Like, how often are you on Instagram and you just scroll, and you don't even register, you don't comment back to anything? LinkedIn becomes the same thing. So make sure you actually stop and read what people are talking about. Watch their videos, like them, comment on them. People will ask questions a lot on LinkedIn. Be sure to answer those questions with a comment on their post. This is going to get you noticed. It's kind of like if you bumped into somebody on the street 3 times in a week. If you comment on posts of that person 3 times that week, they're gonna start paying attention to who you are. It's the same deal. So tip 3, you need to join groups. Now, I will be very honest that I think certain groups are way more active on LinkedIn than others, so you're gonna have to have a little bit of trial and error, but you wanna join groups related to your current or aspiring job interests. Being active in groups is a great way to network because you're finding a bunch of like-minded people that are all interested in the same thing you are, and it gives you a chance to share your knowledge, expertise, and learn from others. Plus, I know from recruiter friends, when it comes to certain positions, they go straight to groups first and see who's being active in those groups, look at their profiles, and then send them like messages saying, hey, would you be interested in this position? Rather than just searching their general feed using all their other recruiter tools. So it's really, really helpful to go do that. With that, certain large companies actually have pages or groups directed completely to careers at their company. So I know all the major gaming companies have these, so that's something else you might want to look at, because on those pages, they'll give insider tips on how to apply, what they look for in a resume, what the interview process is like, etc. So you can get some pretty awesome information. Okay, so also don't forget to follow those you admire and then like and share their posts. So if there's somebody really high up at a company that you really admire, or a media figure, or an author, I mean, it could literally be anybody, find them on LinkedIn. If you can't connect, you should be able to follow. That means their content will come up in your feed. And so when they post something, comment on it. When they post something, like it. You never know where this could lead. You never know when they're going to read this and actually comment back to you. You can start to develop a relationship on LinkedIn with people you admire. It might not happen immediately. In fact, it won't happen immediately, but over time, you can totally build relationships with those that you respect and admire and are pretty high up, right? And you never know where those relationships can take you. Okay, so I hope this helps you understand how to network a little bit better on LinkedIn. You're never asking for a job or anything like that. You're just reaching out and letting people know what you're up to and making sure they're aware of who you are by liking, sharing, commenting on their posts, in their groups, on their feeds, so that they have an awareness of you. And then when something happens down the road, you're the person they think of. So if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, hit the notification bell so you know when new videos come out, and be sure to subscribe if you haven't already for more LinkedIn career tips. And with that, I will see you in the next one. Bye.